Hey, beautiful people. Coach Jamila popping in. What's up? What's good? I hope everybody's having a great week so far. So I wanted to pop in, you guys, and talk about a series, a short exercise series that I'm going to be starting next week. And I want to pop in this week and kind of talk a little bit about what it's going to be about, because you have to tune in. Also, I'm going to have a little tip at the end of this video, so make sure you watch till the end so you can get this tip. But one of the things that, for those of you who know me or who follow my social media pages, you all know that I am a health and wellness coach. I'm super passionate about helping women, especially moms, find and curate a plan that promotes holistic and healthy living. I often have a lot of people ask me, girl, how do you have a flat stomach after 5 kids? Or Jamila, how did you get abs after 5 kids? Or I have people, like when I'm in the grocery store or walking down the street with my sports bra, they're like, are you a personal trainer? So it is my duty and my passion to share tips that have really helped me along my journey, and I want to share them with you. So one of the things that I'm going to really be focusing on this series is the abdomen area. That often is the area that we struggle with as mothers, as women. It's just our struggle area. And let me be real and keep it 100. I still struggle with the lower belly pooch after having 5 kids. Like, that's an area that I'm really focusing on, like nutrition and certain forms of movement that really help flatten that area. So what I want to talk about in this series, in the exercises that I'm going to be focusing on, is the transverse abdominis exercises. Okay, transverse abdominis, also known as the TVA. So the TVA is actually your deepest layer of muscles in your abdomen area, okay? It's underneath your rectus abdominis, which the rectus abdominis is the 6-pack abs everybody wants to see. You know, they pop in. That's the rectus abdominis. We usually do crunches, we do planks, we do sit-ups to try to get that rectus abdominis popping. But the transverse abdominis is a muscle that is often not activated. It helps with our core, it helps with our posture, and another thing, it helps many women, especially pregnant women who've had babies and struggled with abdomen separation or diastasis recti, okay? Ab separation. Now, men also can struggle with diastasis recti, okay? So ab separation is not just for women. Men can struggle with it too. TVA exercises actually help with your ab separation, okay? So if you are a mom or even a man who struggles with ab separation, you want to stay tuned for these exercise series that I will be popping in next week. So once again, we're going to be focusing on the TVA muscle, the transverse abdominis muscle. And one of the tips that I want to share with you, thank you for staying. See, I said it's going to be nice and quick and short and sweet. But one of the tips that I want to share with you is how to activate this transverse abdominis and actually make it become a habit to the point to where you almost don't even know you're doing it, okay? I think, and I really do believe, that because I activated my transverse abdominis for so many years without really knowing it, this has helped me on my journey to maintaining a flat stomach, even when I gained a lot of weight after having children. It helped me to jump back in and get that stomach that I wanted, because I was really activating my transverse abdominis and really without knowing it. So here's the tip. Super simple, y'all. The transverse abdominis is activated when you suck in your stomach. Okay? How many of us do that already? I want you to pause right now and just suck in your stomach. Bring your belly, draw your belly into your spine. You can actually feel, when you suck it in, that transverse abdominis being activated. When you're sucking in that stomach, you are activating that muscle. Now here's the catch. You want to activate that while you're doing exercises, while you're walking, while you're running. Suck in your stomach. Another thing is, when you're activating your transverse abdominis, you want to make sure that your spine is at a neutral spine. What I mean by that, I'm going to show you real quick, and then I'm going to pop off. You have really straight posture, right? When you, like, shoulders back, chest up, really straight posture. Let me turn to the side. Right? You can kind of see like, okay, straight posture. If I put my hands parallel against my chest, you can see that it's parallel, right? Now, if I extend back, I'm doing too much, right? You're like, oh girl, why are you arching your back so far back? That's too much. So a neutral spine is you're gonna come up just below totally straight. So I'm not too extended back, but I'm not completely straight. I'm just a little nudge, okay? I'm still pretty straight. You see that my hands are still pretty close to parallel, but I'm not all the way parallel. All right, so this is a neutral spine. This actually really helps activate the transverse abdominis. So again, I'm gonna suck my belly button to my spine. I'm activating that muscle right now. Now, make that a habit, okay? Walk with your transverse abdominis activated. Dance with the transverse abdominis activated. Do exercises with your transverse abdominis activated. And you are going to start noticing your core being strengthened, your back feeling stronger. I remember after having kids, like even after my first and my second, my third, my fourth, and my fifth pregnancy, after I had my kids, like for 2 weeks, I had a really weak back. And I mean, of course, we're gonna be weak because we just like birth the whole child out of our bodies. But that transverse abdominis muscle helps strengthen back of your back and give you strength in your core, okay? And your core actually doesn't just start at your back, it goes from your spine all the way down. So it's a really important muscle to activate. I'm really excited to share with you all some exercises next week that really help activate this muscle. So make sure you stay tuned. Okay, I went like 7 minutes. Make sure you stay tuned for next week's transverse abdominis workouts. To good health, Coach Jamila out.